different when nigga don't have no superstar team, huh?
Oh, I ain't even. I just logged in. What the hell your return man doing?
It is always a celebration here
That nigga
in
just
New
started
Orleans,
gliding out of
just
bounds.
outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Austin Desperados and the New Orleans Saints. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Well, he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
You better not do that bullshit when you play me.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
You better not do that bullshit when you play me.
Now Young. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opening opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, Young. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll throw again. Young. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
3rd and short yardage, Young. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
And 8 yards.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It'll be Young again. Flush to his right. Going deep this time for Miller. And it's caught. Touchdown. Scotty Miller. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
as you know, in this game, you sometimes just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Fielded a couple yards in the end zone.
It's an easy completion for his quarterback.
Actually, the 26 officially, so
And then sometimes the dude like bust open.
forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up.
I hate that already.
At the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now 3rd and
10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. There comes the Saints punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line.
Who that was that just got that sack?
So a change of possession here on
Oh, there wasn't a sack.
Offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Oh, look at Earl out here rolling out and shit.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9. Young now from the 50. And they'll let one go deep for Howard.
What?
And it's knocked away.
Oh my goodness.
Incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Who the hell that is? They just ran the ball.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Young from the shotgun. Left side, it's Beckham. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
5-yard line.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 20.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will bring this down inside the 10 and the 8-yard line.
1st down and goal to go at the 8-yard line.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. A handoff as they run the counter play. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone is vacant. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again. And go play action and try to put it in that way.
Man, this man threw the ball. Oh, shit.
2nd and goal from inside
Yeah,
the
yeah.
5.
Oh.
Now a handoff looking right. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in.
Damn, dude got in my way.
Line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
What, the shotgun play?
Gay's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
Damn, I could. Damn.
You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
That boy up 10-3.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Wow, what up? Oh.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
It might not be at home.
Have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Oh, that's not what I called.
On 1st and 10, Young. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That throw by Young incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Young. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
To number 32.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. A handoff as they run the counter play. Well, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
I haven't been able to run the ball
over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run the option on 2nd down. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
OMG.
Young's throw there incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Sheesh.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
I don't know, but that was a nice play. I haven't seen that one before.
7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. they try the right side here. And he won't be close to it.
Damn, I missed the damn scene.
Right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
I missed a little crease on this.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 28-yard attempt.
The Gay knocks this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make it first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Here's a 2nd and 7. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken at the 36. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Kenyon set to kick off.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
Oh, Swan, you let him catch that in your face?
Because that drives you berserk to come off the field.
My dude, my DB. I mean, not my DB, my linebacker.
Not even put points on the board.
Talking about my linebacker.
Take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Trying to lay one up deep.
OMG, bro. I hate when they do that, man.
Let's check in with our referee.
I can't run to the circle?
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
32 on the carry.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Y'all can't let him get a 7-yard carry on 3rd and 7.
And that means 4th down.
Jesus
They struggled
Christ.
to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone.
Come on, Vita Vea, bro.
And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Young. And he takes a shot on the release. This will be incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it's 3rd and 5.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Well, he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. The 30. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
And an Austin 1st down.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Desperados 20, Saints nothing.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll drop to throw. Gets this to his
They let this nigga get in front of me, bro. That's a...
Before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get out.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here comes the Saints punter now. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught.
What?
Oh,
Oh my God, bro.
no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on
Oh
4th.
my God,
Sometimes
bro.
the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe there that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
Back to the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
3rd down and 11.
fourth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. In there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed.
Man, I might go trade for Yito Gross-Matos.
Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This will be a 37-yard attempt.
Bullshit, man.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out. So it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On the play. First down, Austin.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
This man threw my offensive lineman across the field.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Young. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he knocks him over. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play. First down.
15. First down, Desperados.
It's Young off play action. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Young. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19.
A gain of 15.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
Yeah, the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Young here to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Young Judd Howard for their second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
And that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon. Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Is it the bitch? I guess so.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. They'll set up a throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And his kick is right through.
Desperados 34, Saints 3. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line. So a net negative there of 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because
Oh, that's supposed to be a pig.
And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
This nigga, Vito Gross Mata, is acting like he an X Factor.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
One final shot.
All right. This man got another sack.
And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be a important change now as time has expired here in this first half. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for our visitors, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.